Welcome. Yet again, another Saturday Live with me. First of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for engaging with me, sending in your questions, commenting, sending your love, and writing to me, telling me that you look forward to these lives and you receive something from it. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for your comments and everything. Thank you for receiving. That's the most important thing. What would an exchange be if I have to deliver something, if I have to offer, if I want to serve, and there is no one to receive? So a big shout out to all of you for receiving. It means a lot to me. The reason why it means a lot to me is because my life and my way of living life, of being life, is all about living my truth, the truth of my heart, completely, in totality. Not bending down to the pressures and not bending down to the ideas, concepts, point of views and limitations that our environment places on us, but to live that inner flame which burns ever so silently within us, all of us, and it always wishes to engulf us and become a fire, a raging fire one day, so that people from far away can see it like a lamppost, something that can show the path, that can light up the path, that can help generations to come. All of us have this, I have it too. So my path has been to live my truth, my authenticity, as much as I can. I can't say as much as I can, but in totality. Many prices are paid for that, many risks to be taken, much to lose. But one wise man once said, this game is about only losers are winners. So I love that, and thank you for receiving everything. For those of you who don't know me, I am Udumbara, formerly known as Gesu Aftab, and I am the founder of Naval Consciousness. Before I tell you what is Naval Consciousness, I would like to tell you why am I the founder of Naval Consciousness. Well, you know how you hear stories of out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences, people who can meditate so easily, become calm, peaceful, extrasensory perception, you can see beyond, you can see the future, you can see someone's aura, all that. I have been that since I was a child, an infant. Near-death experience or meditation or anything came to me very easily. These were the elements that decorated my life. This is what I was all about. And I could see people's aura, I could see the energy ever since I was a kid. And for me, the greatest way to pass my time and to enjoy myself was, if my mother was busy, I would just sit on a bus stand when my mother was buying vegetables, or we were in a bus, or we were going somewhere, or theater, or wherever. I would just sit there and look at people's auras and see who they are presenting themselves to be and what they are. So all this was just a part of my life always. And yet there was something arbitrary about all these gifts, about all this perception. And two things in my life completely changed: the randomness, the arbitrariness, the chaos that all these gifts were. One was the birth beat alignment initiation given to me by my energy healing master, Mystic Mother Rabia. She gave it to me at the age of 19. That was the first awakening to my gifts and the first settlement, the first grounding that I received in the truth, to stand there and to have a channel through which I could channelize all these gifts to myself, to my life, and to others. I soon became a dynamic Reiki teacher, traveled worldwide, taught many people internationally, and became one of the most senior most students taking her message across the world. I still do that. The second thing that happened to me was the Naval Awakening initiation by, again, Mother Rabia. She's the only person in the world who does it. She's the founder of Naval Awakening initiation. And now this was a big bang. This was something that just plugged me in. Well, this has been the experience of all those people who have taken this initiation, but I'll speak for myself. It just plugged me in as if I was floating by, knowing everything, and yet something was not clear, as if one thing was missing. And as soon as I got the Naval Awakening initiation, I got plugged in, and everything, like a whirlwind, just like a vortex, it all started to revolve around a center, and that center was me and my relationship with the universe. Many things got revealed after that, including what Naval Awakening initiation is and what is human navel. It was a difficult task, very difficult task, because human navel has never been revealed before this. And the time has come that we come to know as humanity, as beings, as we are awakening to a totally different dimension of living. What human navel is all about, what is navel, and what does it do for us? When this information was being revealed to me, sometimes I just ran up and down my house thinking that my head would explode. There was so much energy in the room, there was so much energy that you could cut it with a knife. Sometimes I had to watch television for 2 hours just to calm myself down. And the amount of knowledge that flew in, that came, was remarkable. I'm still reeling from it, and I am attempting to transmit as much as I can in whatever ways. If you want to know what is naval consciousness, please sign up for the masterclass in Introduction to Naval Consciousness. You can go to our website and register with your email ID, and we'll give you the information about the class. That is technical information. Everything became silent. This doesn't mean that I have not had my challenges. It doesn't mean that I don't get angry, or I'm not worried, or my mind doesn't chatter, or I don't have any problems in my life. Oh, a lot of them. I have died many times and almost been at the edge, and have come back, been brought back by prayers, and I have had terrible occurrences, accidents, occasions in my life. Life is all about falling down and getting up and restructuring myself and all those things that it is for everyone else. It's the same challenges. But who do I become after every challenge? How much do I stand my truth after every challenge is what matters to me. So this brings me to the point of chattering mind, today's subject. Well, one of the questions that I asked myself since I was a kid was that, why does our mind chatter so much? Who is this person? Who's this person? There's this person inside of you that is always scared, worried, and pale. There's this person inside of you, and you are very, very well aware of this person. You can see that there is a situation. You can see the good of the situation. You can see the bigness of the situation. And yet there is this chatter that tells you about the dangers, that tells you how you are about to fall flat on your face, how you are about to lose everything, how you're risking everything, and you will never come back again. Your worry, your insecurities, your fear, and this mind that projects it way bigger than it is. How do you handle this person inside? Well, my answer very early in life to this was witnessing. Witnessing this person. First of all, acknowledging the fact that there is this one entity within you that is shit scared, that is constantly worried, that is constantly chattering, that's constantly preventing you from failing, from falling, and from losing. And this sad, pathetic, poor entity cannot be treated with anger. cannot be treated with irritation, and neither should this entity be given any importance. I treat my mind, my chattering mind, that insecure entity, I wouldn't call it mind because mind is a fantastic phenomenon, a fantastic existence by itself, so I would call it that chattering entity. That chattering entity, I treat it like I would treat my pet dog. You know why? Your dog loves you so much, and as your dog begins to live with you, it starts to recognize the people who come to your house regularly, who are your family members, and it gives those people, it accommodates those people in its perception. So your dog would not bark at your immediate family members and the regular visitors to your home. But that's about it. Now suppose you love your dog a lot, you cannot live without your dog, nothing happens without your dog. And you have a best friend who's been living in another country and your dog has never met your best friend. You cannot live without your best friend, you're constantly chatting with each other, you're on video with that best friend, you share every detail with your best friend. Now you cannot live without both of these entities. One day your best friend shows up on your door, and the first person who welcomes or who is at the door, the first entity who's at the door is your dog. Your dog has never seen your best friend, so it naturally begins to bark vehemently. It's barking and it's loud, it's noisy, it's irritated, it's threatened, it's everything. But when you walk into the door to see who it is, you see that it's your best friend. There's nothing to be threatened about. In that very moment, when you can see that across the door it's your best friend and on this side is your dog, both of them love you, both of them are protecting you, both of them are entities that you love and you need and you would love to accommodate in your life. In that very moment, what are you going to choose? What are you going to do? What's going to be your practical action? Well, your practical action is going to be to calm down the dog. You're going to go take the dog, love it a little bit, cuddle with it, calm it down, and let your dog know that's not an enemy. You are not threatened. So you're going to bring your friend in, you're going to show the dog that the friend is the friend, and you're going to calm down the dog. If it doesn't listen, you will take the dog inside the room, lock it up for some time so it gets a bit reassured, settles down. But in no circumstances will you not allow your best friend to walk into the door because your dog is that threatened. Well, apply this logic to your chattering head. When your head is chattering and telling you that you are risking everything, that you're going to lose everything, that this is not the path, nobody has taken this path, or you're fearing something, all those negativities that your chattering mind, the chattering entity is giving you, in those moments you do not allow life to come in. You do not allow yourself to receive life, the opportunities that life gives, the love that life gives. And usually life gives us expansion, and expansion requires some amount of risk. Expansion requires you to drop your structures. It requires you to let go of the fixed point of views you have, the fixed ideas you have within you. So life is standing on the other side of the door, and the threatened chattering mind is on this side of the door, threatening you, warning you. What are you going to do? That's where witnessing and treating your chattering entity like a dog, like your pet dog, helps. Calm it down. Talk to it. Say, it's okay. I get it. I understand. I know you're threatened. I know this is way beyond what you know, what is in your area of information. I understand it. But you know what? That there is not an enemy. It's a friend. It's an opportunity. It's expansion. And you know what? Take my hand. I'm way bigger than you are. You are a part of me. I'm way bigger than you are. So take my hand and let's go. Let's go and meet that friend. You know what? Most of the times we work it the other way around. We go with the chattering mind. We allow the chattering mind to take over, and we start to give the chattering mind explanations of why this is not risky, why I am not losing this, and whatever explanations you have to give. But you are a quantum being. The chattering mind, the chattering entity, is a tiny speck in your entire being. You have so many dimensions and layers and possibilities. You are a universe unto yourself. So when you get limited to that one threatened, chattering entity, you are leaving out rest of the life and its opportunities and what gifts it has to offer, what the universal intelligence has to give you. And most of the times we think we have to explain to this rational, threatened part of our being and take its permission, take its approval. That's not the truth. In fact, just like a mother takes a threatened child's hand and says, "You come with me," there is a confidence in it. You come with me, I will take you with me. You take your chattering mind, you give it a hand and say, "Hey, relax. Why are you worried? I'm there with you. I'll take over." You just watch. Watch how we are going to meet that friend called life, that friend called opportunity, and we are going to expand and you are going to love it. But for now, I understand that you're insecure, you're sad, you are a wreck right now. But you know what? I'm there for you. So you don't be governed by the chattering mind. You take the chattering mind's hand and you lead it to expansion. I hope that has helped you. And if you would like to share something, please do write in the comments or message me as usual. If you want to message me personally on Facebook, otherwise WhatsApp. And if you want to know anything about the Naval Consciousness workshops, go to my website, navalconsciousness.com. If you want to share this video with someone on Facebook, please do that. I would love it. And if you want to share it on YouTube, then my YouTube channel is Naval Consciousness. I'm here every Saturday, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Thank you again for receiving.